tuning in. This is the second video documenting my 2016 Week in the Life album process. If you missed the first video, you may want to stop now and watch that one first. I'll be sure to link to it in the notes below. Otherwise, let's get started. So you may be able to tell that I've made a little bit of progress here. I was able to cover the binding of my album with the French Bull wrapping paper from Michaels. It was a bit harder than I expected. I don't know, I was not having a good day or something, but it took me 3 tries to get this done. And it's still not exactly perfect. You can probably see it doesn't totally line up, but that's okay. It's done, and done is better than perfect. So I just adhered it with my tape runner. I use a American Crafts tape runner. It's a this to that dispenser, but what's inside is actually their new sticky thumb line. So if you're wondering whether the sticky thumb refills fit the this to that dispenser, they certainly do. So no need to buy a new dispenser. You can just get the refills. So I just made a line around the edge of each side here and then on the back and stuck it down just one at a time and folded it over. And then on the inside, I just ran a line here and folded it over. Real simple, and so far it's held up really well. I did make this a bit wider than the original binding was, just because I was worried that if it was only, that thick, that it just wouldn't stay. So I made it a bit wider, and it doesn't bother me that it overlaps a little bit. Okay, so inside, I've also gone through and determined how I want everything laid out. So I have my title page, and then for each day I have a full page 6x8 photo. And I went through my photos and just kind of made a little note about which photo I wanted in each spot. So every day we'll have a full page 6x8 photo, and then on the back will be my journaling for that day. And then what follows will be slightly different for each day. So here I have 2 pages, mostly because I have a panorama that I wanted to split between these two. So these are 2 of the same inserts, and that's it for Sunday. And then Monday has a full page, and then just one of the little square photo inserts, and then Tuesday. So you can see I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of pages for each day. I may end up adding in some more as I go through things and maybe want to blow a photo up a bit bigger, or add some other kind of insert. I'm not sure yet, but at least I had things sort of lined up how I wanted them. The only other addition I made so far was to add another Simple Stories insert that has 2 4x6 photos, because I had this bit of ephemera and I had another photo I wanted to include. So that was the only other thing that I added, at least so far. And I do know that I do want something at the end. So you can see Saturday was the last day. I didn't take very many photos that day. I think I'd kind of petered out a little bit, I guess. But I do want something in the back, something as an ending page. I'm just not sure yet what I'm going to do. So once I had gone through the book and figured out where I wanted everything laid out, I took this to my computer to size all the photos. And I just printed my photos from home. I don't have a fancy photo printer. I just have a Canon 3-in-1. It's a Pixma something. I can't remember what model it is, but it's older and it does okay. It doesn't do a great job, but it works for now. And I knew that if I took the time to send all my pictures out to be developed, odds are I wouldn't keep moving with this project. It would get pushed to the side because I was waiting for the photos. And I wanted to just keep going. I wanted to not lose my motivation. So I just printed my photos from home. This is what I have. So I printed all of the photos either 4x6, 3x4, of course the 6x8, and then some are that square size. I think it's 3x3. I printed them all on either 4x6 pages or 4x6 photo sheets, or 8.5 and 11. All the 6x8s I just printed on an 8.5 by 11, and it is glossy paper. So I still need to cut all of these apart and get them in the album. The other thing I have done already is figured out how I'm going to do my journaling. I printed all of my journaling for each day on a 6x8 sheet of paper. That will go, like I said, on the back of my 6x8 photo. And I may do some kind of embellishing. I may just leave it. Some of them have some empty space, so I may fill that in with something. I'm not entirely sure. But since I didn't buy the kit, the Week in the Life kit, I did decide to purchase a couple digital elements from Ali Edwards, and one of them is this graphic at the top. It's a digital file of cards, of journaling cards, and then it comes with a brush or a stamp of this image. So I purchased that, and I'll link to that as well. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'll link to it. So that was one thing that I purchased, and then I also purchased another digital file and turned it into a cut file, and it's just the days of the week written out. So my plan is to take my 6x8 photo and lay one of these over the top and adhere it down. And if I had been planning ahead or thinking ahead, I would have just done the digital file directly on the photo before I printed it, but clearly I was not thinking that far ahead. So this will work, and then it'll be a little bit of a dimension as well, so I kind of like it. It would have been easier the other way, but this is fine. So my plan is to put the day on each 6x8 photo, and then also to somehow add the date either in a stamp or a sticker or something just below it. So that's my plan. I am going to go cut up my photos and get them into the album, and I will be right back. Okay, all of my photos are trimmed and in my album, so I thought I would just walk you through and show you what everything looks like so far. So my title page, yet to be determined. And you can see this photo is actually printed a little wonky, so I need to go back and reprint this, but I trimmed it out and put it in here just so I could see what it looked like. And there are a couple other mistakes throughout the album, and I'll point them out because nobody's perfect, and I might as well share that part too. So this is Sunday. There's Sunday's journaling photos, and you can see, because these page protectors were an odd size, and because I chose to go ahead and print my photos 3x4 anyway, there's some space. So I will either put a pattern paper behind all these photos, or maybe add a tag or a journaling spot or something like that at the top or bottom of each one. I'm not really sure yet. I need to play around and figure out what I like and how I want to fill in that space. Okay, so here is Sunday, more Sunday. There's that panorama of downtown Indianapolis. And then this is Monday, and I haven't added the days yet, but I will go back and do that when I start embellishing. And so Monday again, and some of these photos may move around in these pockets depending on what embellishments or journal cards I add. This is Tuesday. Oh, and I also added this little bit. I will use my fuse tool and trim this page protector down. It was just another photo that I had printed and I wanted to add in. So that was another additional 6x8 Simple Stories page protector. So here is the rest of Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I made another little boo-boo here. So this photo is actually the same as this one, and it was supposed to be a different one. So I need to go back and print the correct photo for that little spot. Okay, but that is Wednesday. Here's Thursday. And I moved this, you can, if you remember, this page with the little ephemera was here, and it just didn't quite fit for me, so I moved it back one. It fits more with the story and how things played out, I think, a little better that way. And then Friday, and finally Saturday. And I decided to just put all of Saturday's photos, the few I had, on the front side of this page protector, thinking that my ending will incorporate the back of this one. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do, but that's what I'm thinking so far. Okay, so that is the album as it stands right now. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I'm excited to do this part. It's my favorite part, the picking papers and journal cards and putting everything together. So hopefully I will be back soon to show you my progress. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please be sure to click the little like button below, and you can follow my channel to keep abreast of all of my progress in this album and in future projects as well. Thanks for watching.